Taurus, this is your weekly message for the week of June 1st through June 7th. I feel like this message goes along with last week's message in that the Tauruses are learning how to pick their battles, okay? Last week we talked about this. You're gonna have a lot of patience. You're gonna have to learn to pick and choose your battles, be strategic. And I feel like you guys are getting the hang of it. You're learning to go with the flow a little bit, and also just keeping an eye on how things are progressing, seeing the patterns in how things are going down, and recognizing like, okay, I can't win this one per se, or I don't necessarily have the leverage, but I am gaining leverage for every single time I let somebody have their way, so to speak. Like, I'm gaining brownie points that's gonna come in handy later, which I really, really love to see. I do feel like this energy is kind of building for you. Some of you guys may still obviously be facing a lot of frustration, but I feel like you guys are learning that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And so it's taking everything in you guys to not want to just go head to head with people or, try and push a situation in your favor. It's a lot of learning to kind of let the energy flow where it needs to and just kind of working with what's happening versus trying to, again, just hammer it into place in the way that you want it. And in a lot of ways, this also allows you to kind of protect your energy, because I feel like for those of you that are constantly trying to push and again, put things into their place or where you think they need to be, that can be very, very draining in terms of your life force, your energy, which we did talk about last week as well, which allows you guys to be, that's what I'm looking for, more prepared for when it comes to pushing on the harder things, the things that are going to require more of your energy, that are going to need more of that resilience that maybe you wouldn't have if you kept pushing all the way up until that point. And I feel like as long as you guys can keep the vision and you can keep all of this in mind and you can stay ready for the opportunity, the bigger opportunity, you guys will get there and you guys are going to get everything that you want. It's like everything's kind of falling into place. Everything's falling in line. It's just, again, you're playing this long game. So it can feel very, exhausting if you're not seeing the results right away, but honestly it's going to be that much sweeter when you do finally get to the finish line. All right, Tauruses, hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to communicate. If you want to take a look at last week's reading, that will kind of give you a little bit more context into what I'm talking about, but that is ultimately what I'm seeing for you guys this week.